This might be a hot take, but all of the hot, successful, really driven women are in their single girl era right now. And I think that's because it's almost impossible to find a man who matches your energy, let alone bring something to the table that you don't have. And we are all looking for partners that add something to our lives, and we can't find someone who is better than us. I'm not even trying to sound conceited. There are so many hot, successful ladies right now. We are going off. And the men just can't keep up. So, am I going insane, or is this true? Let me know what you think.
I believe you should all get together and tell the truth. You can't scream patriarchy and praise great women at the same time. You still have 2 more weeks until you can cash that welfare check, no matter how much you'd like to believe otherwise. A lot of women are having a hard time, if not most of them. There is, in fact, the mass of people. Not just guys or women. They have jobs, not lives that go well. Everyone knows the truth. Why don't you just say it? My point is that you're not single because of how successful you are. It's just the way you are. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Women over 30 are desperate for a man. Let's get started right away.
No chunky fit check today. This is just a message for my other perimenopausal hormonal ladies. I see you and I feel you. This is not for the faint of heart. If you're gonna be a woman, you gotta be tough. Can I get an amen?
Oh, so now it's no chunky fat chick, and a shout out to women who are nearing menopause? It's really hard, right? However, calling someone a chunky fat chick while trying to get support is a bit much. To what exactly do you agree? How can this be true? Instead of making mean comments, we might want to focus on showing support and understanding. Also, that whole too cute to be single thing? Please spare us. Not being with someone is not a flaw. It's a choice. Just like those things you didn't think through. Let's try to be truly united and reject the empty platitudes.
I've just experienced the worst pickup line I've ever heard in my life. Guys, don't do that. I was walking through Washington Square Park and this Asian guy comes to me and he's like, "Excuse me, I think you're kinda pretty." Kinda? No, you excuse me, kinda? Don't do that. Guys, learn on his mistake. Don't do that. Kinda?
It made you think about it. It made you make a video about it. It will be the pickup cue. You'll remember when you forgot everything else. You know this. I guess it worked, kind of.
Listen, I'm seeing a lot of older women out here claiming they want a good man. Now, these are women who are in their late 30s, 40s. They're out here saying how bad they want a good man and what a good man at. Knowing good and well when they were in their 20s, early 20s, they were not looking for good men. They were looking for street thugs, gangsters, the dudes with the swag. You wanted the attention and you wanted to have fun. And nobody prioritized a good man then. There were probably good men all around, but they didn't want a good man. That man was too nice. He was too straight-laced. He was not what you wanted. Now, all of a sudden, you're 30, 40. You ain't got no man. Now, you want a good man. I'm just saying.
Oh, now we're on this tired old trope? It's hilarious how you think every woman in her 20s was chasing street thugs and gangsters. Maybe, just maybe, women in their 20s were exploring their options, just like men do. And it's funny how you conveniently ignore that maturity and priorities change as people age. But sure, let's pretend it's some grand revelation that women in their 30s and 40s might want stability and genuine connection. It's called growth, and everyone goes through it. Maybe instead of pointing fingers, consider that these women have evolved and know what they want now. Meanwhile, you're still stuck in the past, playing the blame game. Grow up.
This. I don't know if it's because women are becoming more self-aware these days and we know what we want and we work on ourselves more these days, and men just aren't evolving for some reason. Men aren't being self-aware of how they treat people in dating and how communication goes a long way, and how we would rather be hurt with the truth than all of this. Men just are stuck in some rut where they just aren't self-aware anymore, and us girls would rather literally be single than have to deal with anything like this again.
Then, stop whining and get single. The developed ones never seem to get it, and the self-aware ones are always the ones who don't know anything about life in general. These days, you know yourself better and what you want. You don't think much about older women, do you? Because these days, being self-aware means they were not okay, and guys need to change because they're not ready for work. That sounds more like a problem with you than with me. In every other case, this won't make anything sense. Imagine that your boss tells you that you need to do more work. I'm going to pay you less because you need to work more hours. You'll be the first person to tell me I'm leaving. What do you know? I agree. I did the same thing a long time ago.
Male feminists are the fucking worst. Most manipulative men that I have met are like very in touch with their feminine side and know exactly how to manipulate feelings, are self-proclaimed feminists and claim to be an ally to like earn your trust. Or worse, they actually buy into their own bullshit because their ego can't handle the fact that they're actually horrible. We all remember the Modern Warrior scandal. He was like a perfect example of everything that women say that they want. Really sensitive, caring, feminist. But in practice, that energy actually translates to someone who is highly manipulative and toxic. You guys can come for me in the comments, but it is very much in a healthy masculine man's nature to have the impulse to protect and provide for his woman. And the feminist movement really absolves him of that responsibility and gives him like free and easy access to our bodies for virtually nothing.
So we're now calling all men feminists names because a few bad apples know how to play the game? Maybe the problem isn't their feminism, but the fact that you can't tell the difference between real friends and jerks who are only out to get something from you. Quick update. People who are manipulative come in many forms and believe in many things. It's the same as blaming all women for the acts of a few bad people to say that feminism is responsible for some stupid people. And to be honest, if you have such a hard time finding real friends, you might want to think about why you keep drawing in the worst people instead of painting with such a broad brush. Just an idea. Or not even the Sims thought she was valuable. As soon as they caught a nut, they ran to the next mum. It seemed like the point of this whole article was to make guys want to date single moms. This idiot instead made a list of all the reasons why single moms aren't worth dating. Because of this feminist single mom who doesn't date will always be single. Because no one wants extra food. This is the truth about MG Tao. As always, I hope the best for you.
Didn't ask for another date with him. What was the turnoff?
Specifically, the turnoff was, would you date a single mother? Jacoby, you proceeded to tell me that basically you're a high-value man and you are too good for a single mother. However, you did also tell me that you were raised by a single mother, which is profound for me to think that a single mother's not good enough for you, but it's good enough for a woman to raise you. That's unfair.
Okay, so that makes zero sense. Dating a single mother versus being raised by a single mother isn't the same thing. And if I'm raised by a single mother, I have a better understanding of what a single mother's life entails. Therefore, I wouldn't want to date one due to the fact that I was raised by one. Her making a correlation between being raised by one and dating one makes zero sense because he didn't date his mother.
Just because it's a cycle I wanted to continue.
Why would you cut off and say that single women are not on the same level?
Well, ma'am, he just answered your question because he doesn't want to repeat a dysfunctional cycle.
You were raised by a single mother.
Yes.
Is your mother still alive?
I struggle. My mom's still alive.
Did she struggle or did you struggle?
Both of us struggle.
Okay, so your word, I'm not going to settle for a single mother.
See, this is really sad. The typical woman, no matter who she is, how she looks, she's going to say, well, I'm not going to settle. But in this situation, this woman is looking at him like, so you're saying you're not going to settle for a single mother? That's what he said. So what's the problem? He does not want to settle for a single mother, just like a woman wouldn't want to settle for a broke dude or another type of dude. What is the problem?
Hey, Raina has some great qualifications, but let's be honest for a minute. Making up her jobs to get diversity points by calling them made-up corporate positions? That's very nice. I guess some people can't handle being praised for their skills and hard work. It's possible that the people who don't like the idea of kindness in the workplace are the ones who need to be fixed, not the program itself. Then there's the more mature view of single moms. It's not cool to call their lives trash and act like dating one is a brave act. Very classy. The only thing that's sadder than this rant is the need to put down women who are dealing with a lot more than just weak egos. To let people know you like the show, click the like button. If you click the bell, you'll know when I add new pictures. Thanks for everything you've done. Do something right away. Check out more videos of people hitting walls by coming back to this page.